So what we just did, listeners, is we recorded a good 5 minutes of the podcast and then realized the recorder wasn't working properly. We had a great bit of bants about glittering careers. We used adjectives to describe our careers.
Yeah.
Ali chose intermittent.
Yeah.
I chose alleged.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Ali.
How's it going?
It's the Showstopper podcast.
Woohoo! Our monthly chat to people from around the comedy and musical theatre industry sharing their stories with us for your delight.
We've set up a little mobile recording studio in the corridor, in the glamorous backstage of the glamorous West End.
Yeah, we love it, don't we? We're just always finding these nooks and crannies to record in our busy schedule.
Absolutely. It makes us seem so debonair.
It really does. We're top end. I love it. It actually looks like we've set up a Ghostbusters tribute show here with all our bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the show tonight. We're pre-West End show.
Now, in this month's episode, there is mention, a little preview, there is mention of the fact that we both like space settings. The other day, we got a space setting.
We did, didn't we? We got our dream space setting. It was an intergalactic spaceship that had broken.
You and I were in love, but put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission, which was to get home safely.
Until the very end of the show, where we rekindled our love and then had a real live on-stage
The
accident.
world's most awkward stage kiss, in which your head mic, Ali, went into my mouth. And then, as you then tried to pull away, you kind of hooked me in.
like a space fish.
Yeah. In one of the most awkward experiences ever. And the great thing is you didn't even know what was going on until I told you afterwards.
No, it was all a surprise to me.
Yeah, wow. It was quite something.
And the audience enjoyed it.
Not that moment specifically,
Not that moment,
but they
no.
definitely enjoyed the show.
Yeah, it was a cracking show. It's so fun to do a show that starts in crises because often we don't do that and purposefully don't do that because it can be quite difficult to start a story from there. But this one just got off to a rocketing start.
Yeah. Where do you think we're going to go tonight, Ali?
I think we might go to a high school.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Or perhaps some kind of shopping mall.
Some kind of shopping mall. Great, okay.
Where do you think we'll go?
A land beyond time.
Now that sounds great.
No?
Yeah, that sounds really good. Once we did a show set in the land in between stories.
Yeah, that was a beautiful show.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Suggested by our friend and alumnus of the Showstopper podcast, Rufus Hound.
There we go. We are talking this month to the amazing Nic Myers. She is an amazing West End performer. You may know her from Back to the Future. She's been the alternate Sally Bowles in Cabaret, has just finished her run in Cabaret as we speak. And we chatted to her about all things amazing. And
showbiz, yeah.
We recorded this back in July at the American Church in London. Duncan Walsh Atkins was on keys, and we had a lovely time.
Here she is. Check it out. It's Nic Myers.
Welcome, Nic Myers.
Nic, we're so happy to have you.
I'm very excited to be here.
You are currently alternate Sally Bowles in Cabaret in the West End. What on earth is that like?
It's a ride. It's literally the best thing ever, once a week. And whenever it's over, I go, I have to wait another week to do it. It's just, there's nothing quite like it. And I think I've had a few friends come and see it who actually have glittering careers, those kind of friends. And my friend Mark told me, you know the bit in Cabaret, that feeling. He was like, always remember that. And I genuinely think I will forever. So I do Sally once a week and then the same kind of situation as a cover. So illness, holidays, that kind of stuff.
And have you played all the things that you cover?
Yes,
Great.
I've done my Swingo, as it's called. You've probably heard that, yeah. I got Swingo actually not long ago. Finally did Helga about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, great. Yeah. It's like ticking that last one off, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's super fun. That keeps the job very fresh, very exciting. Always got brain switched on, which is nice. Not really chance to get complacent, which is nice.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, absolutely. There must be a little bit of adrenaline that is a bit addictive to being a swing and not necessarily knowing where you're going to be tonight.
Yeah, there is. As we're sat here, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing tonight or whether I'm on at all, but I suspect I will be because that's part of being at the Kit Kat Club. There's the whole, I'll do like one track for maybe a long time because someone's ill or someone's on holiday and then all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, can you do Texas tonight? And I haven't done it since January. And you go, well, yeah. actually, can I? Let me just remember. And I've messed up a million times, but that kind of makes it fun.
Yeah.
Sure. And did you, when you were training, because I know a lot of drama schools and dance colleges as well have swing training as part of their curriculum, don't they?
We did.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, we did. It was not a full show by any stretch, but it was a routine of 5 people, and we had to learn all 5 tracks and their kind of traffic and counts. And then the exam was kind of our teacher pulling a number out of the hat, and you had to do whichever track that was.
Oh,
That's so
really
fun.
cool.
It was really good training. I really enjoyed it then. So,
And which college did you go to?
I went to Arts Ed.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. And did you learn all about the Bible, how to write everything down?
Yeah, we did. We had to do a Bible as part of that assessment. Not a clue where mine is, actually. Yeah, I'm not a big, visual, looking at kind of thing. I'm more of a play it over in my head or just look at a video or do it in my body kind of person.
Yeah, sure.
People love maps. And I have maps, but I can't say I've looked at them since the show opened. I did them as an exercise more than anything.
Yeah. Did you do swing training at a drama school?
I've taught at a drama school where that's a big part of what they do, and they kind of pride themselves on that because there's so much respect nowadays, and rightly so, for understudies and swings because they're the people keeping the show going, keeping their gears grinding a lot of the time.
Yeah, that definitely has peaked recently. Of lots of public acknowledgement of swings and covers and understudies, and that's really nice.
Amazing. I didn't do any of that. I'd be terrible as a swinger.
You could blag it.
Well, except there are some words that one has to say. or as a swing, how often do you find yourself slightly eking off the script?
Well, it's more kind of positions for numbers, dances and stuff like that. Eking off the position I should be in often.
and cabaret is quite sort of position heavy, isn't it? Especially this version because you're in the round.
Yeah, cabaret is an interesting one because if you've been and you know the theatre and how Tom Scott has cleverly redesigned it, we kind of have no wings. So there's 4 exits and we call it old side, new side, left, right. And it's knowing where you enter and exit from because once you're there, it's really difficult to get around there. So if you're here, you need about 2 minutes to get underneath the stage and come through the gold bar. And so that's the hardest bit rather than actually on stage.
So you don't kind of get trapped on one side?
Or you'll just end up entering on the wrong place, and that's really quite obvious in that kind of theatre.
Okay, right,
because the distance we're sat at now is the distance the audience is from the edge of the stage.
It's so brilliantly interactive with the audience.
Yeah. It's just a very cleverly done show. Yeah. It's just, everyone in every department's kind of nailed it. So, yeah.
Can I ask you an insider question?
Yeah.
Do you know when at the beginning people are ringing those phones?
Yes.
Who is doing that?
That is us, yeah.
The ensemble are doing that?
Yeah, we have a little rota.
So funny.
We have a little rota. It's 2 people, one at the beginning and one in the interval.
Did you want to explain the moment?
I will. So when my husband and I went, we sat in those fancy Nancy seats really close to the stage. Yeah, it was
it a special occasion?
It was actually. Yeah, it was our anniversary. And we went and we were like, oh, let's go for it. Let's go for a fancy night out. And then the phone rang, which we weren't expecting it to. We just thought it was decor. And then there was someone there who was like improving with us and having a great time like we're in 1930s Berlin.
That is really fun, that bit. And you can kind of take it in any direction. Some people are themselves, are Lulu and are Texas when they're ringing you. And some people put on completely different names and voices and accents. And this is a little insider tip. Don't know if I should say it or not. But our current Herr Schultz, loves to do the phones. And his alter ego is called Franz. He's just so good. He just loves it.
That's brilliant. And there's so much, isn't there, to marvel at with all the immersive stuff beforehand, and you really do feel like you're part of the show.
Yeah, the prologue performers, the musicians and the dancers, they're incredible. They're incredible. I don't watch them often enough, actually. I thought the other day I'm going to go out front and just watch them on a day where I'm not on because they're just sensational. They really they begin the world.
So, Nick, when you're not playing Sally and you're not on for one of your cover tracks, what do you do do you need to stay in the building?
You do,
You
yes.
do. And
I'm in the dressing room.
Do you stay till a certain point or you must stay till curtain down, or how does it work?
So swings often have a cut-off point in every show, and it will usually be after the last number that they're involved in has finished. and presuming that no one has tripped, fallen, gone off ill, they can leave. I have to stay until Sally enters the stage for the last time.
Wow.
With the hopes that
Okay.
once she's on, she's probably not going to come off again. So
Sure.
then I can go. Yeah.
When is her last entrance?
Her last entrance is the middle of Act 2. Maybe the middle's a stretch. A third of the way into Act 2.
Wow.
She comes up and then she doesn't leave again till the end. So once she's on for that, I go, great.
Wow.
We're safe.
And how do you feel after you've played Sally? Because I imagine it must be a real emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, quite sweaty. I like to have a shower. A cold shower. Quite sweaty and a bit tired in the eyes more than anything. Yeah. I'm very physically tired after doing a swing show because it's a very physical production. You've seen it. The choreography it's Julia's choreography is so muscular and in the body, and often you're kind of like crawling around like a beast. So it's like very strange on the body. That physically is draining. And then after Sally, my brain and my eye sockets just hurt a bit.
Wow.
So I like to have a drink.
Yeah. Just like Sally, Howson Beinbrook.
No. What's the shortest notice you've had on? Have you ever gone on halfway through?
Yes, for Sally, yes. Not quite Act 2 as well. So I just came on for the party at the end of Act 1 in a brunette wig, and she'd been blonde up until this point.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a hard sell until the audience get their head around it. You're going, it's me, it's Sally.
I understood it all until the party at the end of Act 1.
She dyed her hair. Did they do that in 1933? Yeah. So yeah, I've done that. Mid shows for swing tracks as well. That's kind of more common just because of injury. It's very likely. And it happens. I actually broke my foot in the middle of a show in March. So.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. How's your foot now?
Oh, she's fine. She's absolutely like it never happened.
Oh, good. That's good, taking care of it, coming back round, isn't it? A lot of people don't take care of themselves in that way.
No.
But it's a professional, responsible thing to do. It's your body, isn't it? It's your work.
You must. I ate a lot of almonds.
Did you?
Yeah.
Famously very good for the foot.
Very good for the foot. For the foot bones, yeah. Someone told me I couldn't have any cortisol, so I wasn't to be stressed.
Right.
To take extra calcium and to eat almonds like they were going out of fashion. So I did.
There you go. Amazing.
Great advice there from Nic Myers.
Yeah, if anyone breaks their foot, that's the answer.
And you now have a sponsorship deal for almonds.
Yeah, almond
Struggling with your foot?
Yeah. But I was back in 4 weeks, so that's
amazing.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's
I would
really
say.
good.
Yeah, I felt good about it.
And this is the second time you've been in a production of Cabaret. You were also in Cabaret at the Lido in Paris.
I was their inaugural production at the Lido.
Ah.
Yeah, because it was a French cabaret venue. And a lovely producer called Jean-Luc, of course. It's the most French name in the world, Jean-Luc, decided that the West End should come to Paris and that this was how it was going to start at the Lido.
I think our challenge, Ali, is to get a guest on who hasn't performed at the Lido Paris.
Oh, recently we've just been Lido-tastic
Who
now.
else have you had?
Andrew Pepper, Funny Thing, and also Rufus Hound.
From Funny Thing as well.
Also from Funny Thing.
Beverly Klein in Cabaret,
know dear
you know
Bev.
well. Yeah.
I know dear. I actually listened to her episode. Very funny.
She's
Isn't she
amazing.
I want to be Bev when I grow up.
Me too. I wish there was like a place you could go where you get transformed into Beverly Klein at halfway through your career, and then it's just a blaze of glory from then on.
Honestly, that is a glittering career if we want to
big
back to
time.
that shtick, yeah.
Should we play our little game, Andrew?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
In honour of Cabaret, Nick, this is a Candor and Ebb game.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
This is a Candor and Ebb lyrics game. It's a fill the blanks game, okay?
Oh, God, I might be terrible.
That is not a problem. If anything, it's better if you are. Okay, there's a range. They start quite easy, and then they get more difficult. There are 7 of these, so that we don't end up with a tie. It's Nick versus Ali. Mm-hmm. Rock, paper, scissors for who goes first.
All right.
One,
Rock, paper,
two,
scissors.
Okay, that was a draw.
1, 2, 3. You go first.
Yes.
You got a rock and I got some scissors.
Yes.
So, number 1, you've got to fill in the blanks, okay? It's a nice and easy one. From Chicago, all that jazz.
Okay.
Start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the blank is blank and the blank is blank.
Gin is cold and the piano's hot.
1 point to Nick. Fantastic.
Wow.
We're off to a great start. Ali, here's yours. From Tomorrow Belongs to Me, Cabaret. The sun on the meadow is summery warm. The blank in the blank runs blank.
The stag in the forest?
Yes, runs.
Free.
Yes.
Yes.
Well done, Ellie. Level pegging. Okay, Nick, this is a fun one. Blank, 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 lip shits.
Oh, Jesus. If I could get the first one, this would be...
Yeah.
You're not going to give me the first
I'll
one?
give you. First one is pop.
Pop, 6, squish, scissoro, lip shit.
You got it. Great work.
Pop, 6.
Great work. Great work. Ali, these blank blank are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York.
These, I want to say fisherman's shoes.
I mean, honestly, you're not that far away.
These pillar box blues.
Oh, closer first time.
These vagabond shoes.
Correct.
Wow.
Very good.
That was from the depths.
Yeah, wow. Okay, we're level paying. We've got 2 each. I should have made these harder. And luckily enough, this is from Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Right.
Sooner or later, in sunlight or bloom, when the red candles flicker, she'll walk in the room, and the curtain will shake and the fires will hiss. Here comes blank blank.
Well, is it from the title song?
Yes.
Here comes the kiss of the spider.
Close. I'll give you the rhyming line again. The curtains will shake and the fires will hiss. Here comes blank blank.
The Spider Woman's kiss. Her kiss.
Yes, her kiss.
Oh,
her
Nice.
kiss. You
Wow, that was...
got it with almost no assistance whatsoever. Great. We're currently full scores all round. Ali, this is from, we're getting much harder now, from But the World Goes Round.
Okay.
Sometimes your dreams get broken in pieces, but that doesn't matter at all. Take it from me, there's still gonna be a blank, a blank, a blank, and a blank.
I don't know, so I guess a Cinderella and Prince at the ball.
Good option, but no.
That was so quick.
So quick, she's very good. But wrong.
Yeah.
It was a summer, a winter, a spring, and a fall.
Oh,
But that was really good.
very
I think
good,
we should
very
change
good.
it.
blagger.
So currently, we're 3 points to 2.
Right.
2 left. But if you win this one, Nick,
Yeah.
then Ali can't possibly win. So,
It's like traitors.
yeah. Okay, so let's see. If you get this one, then you've taken it away. If not, Ali gets another chance. Okay.
All right.
So this is from Mr. Cellophane in Chicago. Unless, of course, that personage should be blank, blank, me.
Well, I was going to guess me,
Yeah.
so I feel I should
Sorry.
get half a point for that. Once more.
Unless, of course, that personage should be blank, blank, me.
That, I'm going to do it again. That Mr. Cellophane is me. When in doubt, song title.
Yeah, it'd be great. Now, I'm going to pass this on to Ali.
Okay.
It's something. It's like invisible, impossible, me, invisible.
Very close, very close. Invisible.
Inconsequential.
Yes!
Yes!
Whoa. Ali has brought it back from the brink. Okay, we're level pegging at 3 points each. We got one more.
I don't listen to enough Candor and Airbit scenes.
Well,
You listen to it every night, mate. I think
but
you're
only,
okay.
yeah. Well, all I've known is Cabaret since 2022. So I feel
That
I
makes
should,
up the numbers.
I should expand my repertoire.
okay, the next one is going to be a buzz-in question. What good's permitting some blank of blank to wipe every smile away?
Buzz.
Go on.
Buzz.
Go on.
Some prophet of doom to wipe every smile away.
Absolutely. Surprisingly enough, Nick wins the game.
I feel that was slightly biased towards me,
I mean,
although I'm sure you knew it as well.
Well, yeah, I did, but I'm really glad it fell how it fell. Because you should get the prize for the Candor and Ebb quiz. Of course you should.
that's the most generous consolation speech I've ever heard.
Sadly, I've realised there isn't a real prize.
Our
do you
esteem.
mean?
Well,
our esteem.
Your prize is you get to improv a song with us at the end of the episode.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever done any improv, Nick?
No, I have not. I have thrown suggestions to the floor at the Edinburgh Fringe, actually.
At Showstopper?
With Showstopper the Musical
Wow.
when I was about 13, I would say.
Gosh, amazing.
It makes me feel very old that Showstopper's been going on long enough for you to have been in the audience at 13.
We looked so sprightly then.
Yes.
Do you happen to remember at all what the show was, or is it a distant memory?
Well, distant and also mixed, because I, as I said to you earlier, I watched it many years in a row. Myself and my parents used to go to the Fringe about 9 years in a row, I think we went.
Wow.
And with my Amdram group, we used to perform there. But we watched Showstoppers. And the other one, not to bring up competition, something to do with a candy and a baby or something like that.
Yeah.
Baby Wants Candy.
That's the one. But we watched them religiously every year. They were kind of the first tickets we booked because they're so fun. It's so fun. And I always used to watch it thinking, I would be so dreadful at that.
I'm not sure. You've got a glint in your eye.
Yeah.
I think there might be some improv magic in there.
No, because I have a desperate need to get things right and for things to be right and nicely packaged.
Sure. Yeah.
And you can't worry about that.
Perfectionists are kind of drawn to improv in some weird way.
Wow.
Partly as a bit of like self-work, I think. It's like,
Wow.
I know I need to get things right, therefore I'm drawn to the area in which I can't get things right.
It's so true. There's no better way to like relinquish control of your life,
Yeah,
is there?
yeah.
If you're a straight line person, you couldn't get more curvy than improv.
So true. So true.
You
Well, I
can't
wish
get more
to be.
curvy than improv.
I wish to be more curvy. So I think maybe I should get into it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's super fun. And when you used to go to Edinburgh with your group, what sort of performances did you do?
Musicals. It was a musical theatre youth group.
Awesome.
Yeah, all kinds.
Favourite musical you did with your youth group?
Do you know, it actually wasn't one I did with my youth group because I took the liberty of taking my own show up when I was 16 and I fundraised money for it to kind of get the license and the venue, and we took up with three of my closest friends at the time title of show, and it was so fun, and we did it at the Vaults underneath St Augustine's, and it was so fun.
Wow, sorry, how old? 16?
I was 16, yeah, when I
What
did
an
that.
amazing thing to do at that
Yeah.
age. It's so
I
cool.
always forget that I did it as well.
That's very cool. It's a lovely title of show, isn't it? Brilliant
Title
production,
show.
yeah.
I love it. It's very close to my heart. We had such a good 2 weeks. It was really fun. Yeah.
Ali's just looking at me with a sort of pang of regret for all the years she wasted not taking a show up to the festival at 16.
Yeah, I would have loved to have done that. That's such a cool achievement. It's very rock and roll.
Wow, do you think?
I think so, yeah. Because the Fringe it's a big deal. I think as a performer, it's equally wonderful and stressful. Certainly as a performer / producer, which it sounds like you were in that role with title of show.
Producer is generous. That's a generous title to give me. I fundraised money, and lots of people, friends and family and teachers and like people were very generous. If I were to try and do it again, I think they might go, oh God, is this going to be a habit or something? So it was kind of a one-off crazy thing with the support of my parents, and my dad kind of does tech for the youth Amdram in Norwich, where I'm from. So they're very involved and very just encouraged me to do it. They kind of made me feel like it was no feat, really.
Yeah, great. I love the way you said a producer's a bit highfalutin. All I did is have a concept, fundraise for that money, and really execute my vision up in the Edinburgh Festival.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I wouldn't say I was a producer, though.
We'll have been up and back already by the time this episode comes out, won't we?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
How did it go, Ali?
It went really well. Second week was a slog, but we got through it, and we had some amazing suggestions from the audience.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, particularly that one setting.
Oh, yeah, let's say it at the same time what it was. I can't see your mouth because the pop shield, so we'll just have to go for it.
Say it at the same time.
When we did the show setting...
Spaceship.
In the spaceship.
Yeah.
That's secretly, actually, Andrew and I's favourite setting.
Yeah.
A spaceship.
The others don't like space.
Do you get repeat ones? Are the general public quite unimaginative as a whole?
The general public are the heart and soul of our show. So everything they do is right. I think we get a really nice mix of like old classics like IKEA or or a big Tesco's. That's come up a couple of times. Or recently, murder mystery.
Oh, so everyone wants a murder mystery at the moment.
But then they sprinkle in with that. There are always surprises as well. So the other day we had, the setting was a ventriloquist who has the superpower of turning anything into a ventriloquist dummy.
That's
out the box.
Yeah.
I love it when they bring something that's really off the wall and feels really conceptual. But it's lovely when those things are really open and you don't feel like you need to be in a confined space. So like a concept, like the ventriloquist concept, feels like there's so many ways the show could go off that.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like people might bring that to a producer and say, I've got this concept for a musical. Would you commission me to write it? You know, which is essentially what our show is, the premise of the show. So they're really fun.
I've got this concept for a musical set at IKEA.
We love those ones as well. For us as well, we need to find new ways to do it every time. And it's really, if it does come up again, IKEA, Greggs, you know, other food outlets are available. Like, it's fun when that comes because we need, as a team, to find a new, fresh take.
Yeah.
So that's great.
You basically do, like, high-speed workshops of new musicals every night.
That's it.
That's really cool.
It's true. And the workshop is so high speed, we're changing it based on the laugh that last joke got.
Yeah. There is that clown element in the show of the audience guiding it as well, you know, and we're dropping ideas all the time and letting the audience write the show with us, which is really fun.
That is really cool.
Do you remember, in your 9 years of coming to the Edinburgh Festival, those occasions you saw Baby Wants Candy or Showstopper? Do you remember any of the suggestions you wanted to shout?
Oh, gosh. I seem to, and I don't know who it was or when it was, but there was one sort of like politics in America based one where everyone was some sort of former president. That's a very like specific memory in my mind. Yeah. I have this just vision of people in black shirts just running around in circles, and that's like my overwhelming feeling about Showstopper.
Yeah, I think that sounds like our rehearsal's just gone. So yeah, I think that's...
And very talented pianist. I'm always amazed at the musicality of everyone, because there's the word bit and the story bit, and then there's the tune bit and the music bit, and oh god, it's a lot.
Yeah, they're dynamite, the band, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They're going through a whole extra like intellectual academic exercise.
Yeah.
At the same time, they have to think of keys and chords and all the rest of it while we just kind of feel our way through what's going to happen.
We're just the actors and we all love each other and it's all connection. But for them, they have to create this amazingly varied score. Every offer they make needs to be a new vibe for each song. Yeah, they're quite amazing.
It's amazing. How concerned are you with things rhyming? Because I can't wrap my head around the quick rhyming.
Not that concerned.
Not that concerned.
No, we try and make rhyming very low priority.
And then when it happens, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Exactly that. This is something we often say, like when we're teaching classes, and like particularly when people are starting, just don't worry about it at all. Yeah. And it's the thing that people like are most stressed about. So it's like, well, let's just take that stress away to begin with.
Yeah.
What we never want is like to force a rhyme in that then makes the rest of the lyric not make any sense, right?
Yeah.
And then if a rhyme drops in by itself, then that's beautiful. And there's also a thing like if you listen to musical theatre lyrics, they rhyme a bit less than we think they do. And obviously in some genres we can, dispense with rhyming whatsoever.
When we get Natasha Pierre and the great comet of
1812,
is it? Yeah, I should have shortened it to Natasha Pierre.
The great comet.
Is that the industry
I've heard
lingo?
both. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Natasha Pierre and the great comet.
This is one of my big bugbears is like industry abbreviations of shows. Just really does my
What
head
about
in.
Mary Poppins, Andrew? Does that grind your gears?
No.
We do cabs, I'm sorry.
Cabs.
I'm sorry, we do.
I'm
cabs.
sorry.
No one's got time to say cabaret. Three
I think you're allowed to do it when you're in the show. Okay. I think that's completely acceptable. It's when you do it like, oh yeah, no, last year I went to see Tony in Mary. Like that would really upset me.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Do you know what's really difficult? Back to the Future. Because the only way you can abbreviate it is BTTF, which is so difficult to say. You might as well just say Back to the Future.
Yeah, wow. Which, of course, we haven't mentioned yet. You were in.
I was,
Tell us about Back to the Future.
Oh, that was a blast. That was truly one of the most fun years of my life. I'm waiting for something to compare.
Oh, amazing. Why was it so fun?
Well, on a very soppy level, I did gain like my best friends for life on that show. Who one of them's wedding's tomorrow. Yeah,
that's
one of
lovely.
those. Yeah. So it's kind of the whole friendship thing. We're all roughly the same age, all doing this original West End cast with Bob Gale in the room and Alan Silvestri rewriting the show as we were rehearsing it.
Wow. Yeah.
I improv'd a few lines and they went in the script.
Amazing.
So cool.
That kind of stuff is really that tickles my pickle. Can I say that? Is that
Tickles your pickle?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it really tickled my pickle.
If you'd said that without asking, I would never have guessed that that's rude.
Now you're questioning it.
Wait a minute. Why has our podcast been demonetized?
Yeah, so that was super fun. And Bob Gale was so involved and he was there with us, kind of watching most shows for months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was just really, he still is really involved, I think. He comes back often, so.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was so cool.
You played Lorraine at times?
No, I was ensemble and I covered Linda.
Oh,
sister.
Linda. Sorry, yes, I got that wrong.
And I also went on for Jennifer once, even though I didn't cover it, which was a whole fun story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the whole fun story?
Shall I tell you the whole fun story? I actually will, because I told this at a concert once where we had to tell a fun story. So I previously have gotten the girls' permission, whose permission I needed. So I'm going to use that as my ticket for this. Yeah.
Right.
The girl who played the part, Courtney, Jennifer, was, chest infection. Chest infection, completely unable to do the job. Second cover was in Cuba. Not reachable.
Wow.
First cover was on, and it was a Thursday double show day, and after the matinee became very ill, indisposed in both directions.
Yeesh.
No.
Yeah, at the very end of the show, and she I cannot do the second show. I cannot do it. So we have no Jennifers in the building. That's fine. I get a call from David Massey, our company manager, around 6 o'clock in between shows. And he said, "Hi, Nick, would you come to the office?" And I said, "Yes, I'm just going to go to Pret to get a sandwich and then I'll come." And there was kind of everyone sat there, the resident and the res choreographer and dance captain. They're kind of looking at me and they were like, "Do you think you could go on for Jennifer tonight?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I suppose so." They said, "Do you know the script?" I said, "If you print it, I would know the script. So let's do it now." And we just printed it. We did a tech run of some bits. I went through the music with the MD upstairs, and then it was 7 o'clock, and then we did it, and no one died.
That's rock and roll.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
It was super fun. Yeah.
That's really amazing, because Back to the Future is a pretty technical show.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is.
Like, you
One
need
of
to
the
be in the right
most,
place
I would say.
at the right time, don't you?
Yeah, there was a few bits with kind of black velvet cloaks. That's all I'm going to say. Which we had to just have your head screwed on. But that kind of like thinking on the spot and like doing it and going for it. And if it goes wrong, like, oh well. I just love that. That's my bread and butter. I love feeling like kind of on edge.
I mean, this seems like a perfect segue into doing some improv songs with us.
Okay.
What does that make you feel?
Nervous and on edge. So great.
It's your happy place.
Apparently.
Woohoo! Why don't you sing about your perfect morning routine?
Ooh, yeah. This is my morning routine, y'all.
Sun comes up, kisses my face.
I reach for my cup, try not to spill it everywhere.
And I scrabble for my glasses, put them on and I can see.
I look outside the window, but I only must see my reflection. Yes, that's me.
It's a perfect morning. It's a perfect morn. Who knows what it's got in store?
It's a perfect morning.
it's a perfect morn.
Who knows what it's got in store? Oh yeah, I take myself to the bathroom and I'll wash myself good. I brush my teeth, use my Corsadil 'cause as I should, yes.
I draw myself a cup of coffee, then I'm energized for the day.
I grab my bowl, my oats from the cupboard, my bloops from the fridge, and sprinkle them all over it.
And soon I'm in breakfast bliss.
Breakfast bliss, yeah.
Perfect morning.
It's a perfect morning.
It's a perfect morning.
It's a perfect morning.
Who's what lies in store?
No, who knows? Certainly not me.
Perfect morning.
Perfect morning.
It's a perfect morning.
All the sun shining bright.
And sure, the rest of the day might be lonely and gritty and dark and annoying.
And I'll try not to reach for the wine at 11 a.m. because that has been a thing I have done in the past.
And maybe the afternoon will take me to places that I don't want to be.
But I'll look back at that perfect morning and I'll think, at least I did my perfect morning and I had my oats and my bloobs. And
I had you.
So fun.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Anything else you want to plug while you're here?
No, if anyone needs any acting lessons or singing lessons, let me know.
ooh, the Showstopper podcast is hosted by Elliot James and Andrew Pugsley. This month's guest was me. Yeah, Nic Myers. Duncan Walsh Atkins was on keys. It was mixed and edited by Andrew Pugsley. Production support from Susanna Rosenthal, Jenny, Amy, Kayleen Kine, and Ellie Grice for something for a weekend. Now, for a little something spicy, find us on the social channels and our website. That goes like www.showstopperthemusical.com. Well, thanks for listening. Oh, exclamation mark.